of the flat dish, some of that is going to be air. So there's less pizza per cubic inch.
Uh-huh.
But that's not how you measure things. That's like saying, like, oh yes, my house is like this many square feet, you know, but like the like half of that is just the driveway and the street.
So what we're talking about is the concept of looking like top-down view. You're looking at it in a two-dimensional shape. So for a two-dimensional shape, and you have a say 12-inch diameter, like Ray said, 12-inch diameter, two-dimensional shape, a deep dish pizza has more depth to it than a non-deep dish pizza. Therefore, more pizza per square inch.
Daniel, please start recording.
I've been recording for about a minute. Yeah, or about 2 minutes.
There is no depth to a two-dimensional shape. That's the
exactly.
point.
That's why they're a one-for-one comparison.
In 2D.
So maybe we put a pin. Maybe we put a pin in this, and we come back.
I don't know. I mean, we could always talk about how is pizza really just an open-faced sandwich? I mean,
yeah, I think we should ask GPT.
Pizza is a tostada.
I mean, I can get behind that. I could get behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Technically, according to the Aeneid, pizza is a table.
What?
Oh my gosh. Only if it's deep dish, though.
So in the Aeneid, there's a prophecy like the people on this boat will find home when they eat their own tables, and when they land on like I think Sicily or something, they eat like pizza, and it is like this flat like this bread thing. Oh, it's like the bread on the bottom is our table. It's like, oh, prophecy fulfilled. We have eaten our own tables. This is where it's home.
Huh. Huh.
I mean, one of my coworkers.
So deep dish is a pool table.
That's just science.
One of my coworkers has a theory that every culture has their own version of an empanada.
Oh, pierogies.
Something that's like basically some form of filling with bread around it, like encapsulated in bread.
Calzone.
Like, everybody's got it.
McDonald's apple turnovers. Technically, McDonald's is global.
In order for that to be true, the culture must have bread.
What culture doesn't have bread?
Hunter-gatherer islanders.
Oh, okay.
Oh!
All right. So
the vast majority of cultures have it. All right, we have to properly qualify our theories here.
The International Space Station occupants also cannot cultivate their own bread.
You know, I was reading something very interesting recently that the last time all humans were together was like February of 2002, I think it was. Since then, there's always been at least one human on the ISS.
Damn. Huh. Wait, what were they doing in 2002?
That's when we started putting people regularly on the ISS.
Oh, okay. All right.
So they're just preparing for like a Dr. Stone situation, you know.
What's Dr. Stone?
Oh, it is a really good anime.
It is.
Well, this has been a great 3 hours. I'm gonna catch up.
We have reached the anime threshold. Start the episode.
Signing off.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
This is some good.
It there.
This is some good opening banter. I like it. Okay, so we're back. This is a group that we play Dungeons and Dragons together. Actually, we introduced dragons. We are playing Dungeons and Dragons. Unlike a lot of campaigns I've played, we actually have seen dragons, you know, in like under level 10, you know, so that's cool.
They could be considered large brass helms, though. So
they could.
Buyer beware.
You guys have seen a silver dragon? Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, it's been a couple weeks, but not too long. How do we want to recap today? I'm hoping you will do it because I forgot to listen to last week's episode.
I mean, I have a feeling like I might need some inspiration today. If I'm going to be trying shenanigans.
Are you asking to be bribed? I'm happy to bribe you, unless anybody has objections.
Well, first of all, I believe that on this auspicious occasion of our 41st session,
We should make a note of it. 41
we should all
episodes.
get inspiration.
You know what? I agree with you. You can roll a D41. No, you cannot. No. I want there to be some danger sometimes. No, but
I mean, can you imagine a nat 1 on a D41?
that would suck. That would suck. Most of us went to college together, and we were on a dorm floor called Dorm 41. And so the number has sort of followed us along like a little spirit along with us for most of our lives.
I was wondering why 41 was important.
Yep. It's when the name of your like brotherhood society is just a number, that number becomes like just an icon. So anyway, you see it everywhere. It's very what's that movie with the mask
With the guy?
Jim Carrey where you're like number 13 or whatever. Anyway, it's not like that. But yeah, so let's all take inspiration, and if you do the recap, then screw it, you also get an inspiration.
Well, if no one else is going to go, then I will take it.
Go forth, archivist.
Oh. Now I'm going to feel real bad if I forget some.
I won't know. Like I said, I didn't listen to it. I won't know.
So we start off, we are in the inlet with, we had just found the Ultros. We came down, because the fly spell was still active, the Aginese did a flyover, and also I believe Rue did a bit of a reconnaissance. And we saw that there were spirits in the water coming up and down and into and out of the ethereal plane. And on its flyover, the Aginese noticed that there were kind of like undead spirits around, and also a heavy fey presence coming from the mast of the ship. The Ultria Sprout still has not awakened, so we started to move up towards the ship. Oh, like, also, when Theagenes came back, he forgot how he got with us. So maybe we should keep an eye on that one. We moved up towards the boat. Shade put his Echo on board, and the Echo was accepted by a bunch of spirits as a fellow sailor. And like when Shade used his new ability to see and hear through his Echo's perception, like there were people like, you know, clasping him on the shoulder, rocking him back and forth, and singing with him. When he teleported up to take the presence of his Shade, silence.
I forgot about that.
We all
Not creepy at all.
Mm-hmm. We all proceed up to the boat. In Theagenes' presence, some of the ghosts start to manifest, including the helmsman Davos, first of all, who is a dwarf and is not singing about digging a hole, but is rather singing about a particular shanty, which Shade recognizes. And he basically says that he hopes that we're not stowaways, because the captain wouldn't take kindly to that. And
We're totally stowaways.
You
and
are.
that if we wanted to not die, we should probably ingratiate ourselves to the other crew members. And he also says that he's been helming this ship for about 500 years, give or take a few. We go downstairs to down below deck, and first meet Metron, who is asleep in or trying to sleep in kind of a hammock quarters. And he basically states, well, okay, so only Magus and Shade go in to talk to him and do really well on persuasion checks, and so he is friendly and reveals that he has been capturing and containing undead spirits who have been coming for Estor and keeping them in a locked box that is bolted to the floor of that room. He reveals that he is also the navigator of the ship and that he just wants to go home, but they never have. Meanwhile, out in the main area with all of the rows and the rowers, and there is an undead woman who is sitting at a drum and just asks the crew, "Are you ready to return to Mitros?" At which the rest of the party go, and Theagenes messages her and apparently says yes, because she starts drumming and the boat starts moving, and we are quickly submerged underwater. As it magically passes out to the open ocean. And then, just as we're all having trouble with holding our breath after a minute or so, it surfaces and we're back up, and the lady won't stop drumming. Even when Shade tries to grab her arms and stop her, he cannot. We proceed on to the back of the boat and meet one of the other members of the crew, Skathon, who immediately, cries out that we have been sent by Estor to kill him, and starts attacking us with, with a suit of armor and a sword. Falben goes first and basically just puts the mail back up on the wall, and it is no longer a threat. The sword is dealt with by Magus, but no one can touch Skathon himself, because he is not just ethereal, he is in the ethereal plane. And we eventually convince him to stand down that we aren't sent by Estor, that we really don't like Estor, and he gives us Estor's journal as perhaps giving us some information for how to stop Estor. Reading through the journal, we learned that it was because that Estor felt he didn't have enough time to root out all of the native races and continue his genocide, and so he made a deal with Lutheria where he thought that he was, the one on the upper hand, and she was coming to him on her hands and knees. Turns out that's not how it worked out. But part of it was for the ritual to make him immortal. He got his entire crew drunk, slit their throats, and then lay with Lutheria as part of the consummation of the deal that as long as he ceased his genocide of the native races, no one else's blade could kill him. And then the rest of the crew, he also made a note that, well, I suppose, like, the child of that coupling between me and her, I don't know what would happen, but they'd certainly be a doomed person.
Hint, hint, nudge, nudge.
And we add that to our giant graph of familial trauma. But then several entries later, it turns out he realizes that it was a curse. The crew has attempted to divest themselves of this cursed immortal life, but has failed, and all of their bodies just like melted away, and their spirits bound to the Ultros now. And Estor says there is no hope unless ... and then the entries end. We go up above deck again and meet with Estor, and he seems very familiar with Kyra, and Kyra seems to be traumatized severely by this and like shell-shocked. He says that he knows of us and he is willing to let us take or at least pilot the Ultros, if we would swear fealty to him. Magus tries to attempts a deception ploy to make him corporeal so that we could actually hurt him, because maybe if we could kill him with his own blade, that would actually work. But he says that before he trusts us, we need to be sent to deal with his Thanes, which were the 3 crew members we had talked to previously. We go back down, below deck to talk to Metron again. Through an insane lockpicking check, Falben opens the chest that was magically sealed as well. And Magus uses Mage Hand to pull one. There are 16 stones inside. Magus uses Mage Hand to pull one of them out. It becomes an angry spirit and starts attacking. And I believe that's where we left off.
Yeah, really nice. Yeah, well done. You get that whole inspiration, like the all of it.
I think that man deserves 2 inspiration. I mean,
Actually, by now I have 3. I couldn't have any more.
Oh yeah. You know what, Theo? I agree. Yeah, Megas, take another one.
oh, you're so.
You know what, Daniel?
What? Oh, is 3 retries not enough?
Sometimes, no, it's not. Do you remember Falvin's roll? Or not Falvin's, Theo's rolls last time?
We can go back to just how the rules work normally, if you guys would prefer. Like just not like 1 if I feel like it, every now and then. And you gotta get. I'm just kidding. I want you.
Let's not be hasty. All right. Let's think about this.
I feel threatened.
There
Suddenly,
it is.
Everyone takes lucky as their next feat.
The party
And
just
we
like
all,
that.
change to halflings who can give luck to the other party members as well, or something.
I would run an all halfling party. Don't threaten me with a good time. If you guys want me to kill all you
Yes,
off,
we've had second breakfast.
Would that mean that we would all be fullings then?
yeah, totally. Yeah, if you live only amongst halflings and you're just whatever. Yeah, do hobbits call themselves halflings ever? I don't think they do.
No, I don't think so.
Well, there's. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Lord of the Rings.
We digress.
we collectively digress. Okay, so I'm gonna take you guys over to a kind of a refreshed map. It's basically the same, but since we're out at sea, I also did not like how the grid was working on this map. So I've reworked a few things, and it should be a little easier to work with. Oh, it's nighttime. It's dark. Hold on. Well, I mean, yeah, you guys are inside the ship and it is nighttime. Let's see. Do you have vision from your tokens?
Yes.
Yes.
I think mine might be broken. I only see the bullseye lantern.
Let's see. Where
Yeah,
are you?
diggy hole. Yeah, this is a dark environment.
Let me make sure you have vision. Let me 1 second. I want to make sure you have the right vision.
I don't know. I feel like instead of diggy hole, at this point we have entered.
Yes.
Oh yeah, totally.
Staccato.
Let's see, 60 feet vision range. Okay, did that fix
that's
it?
better.
That better?
Yeah, it
okay.
did. I can see.
Sweet. You can probably see I also loaded it up with a bunch of undead dudes. Can you see that?
Lovely.
What?
Yeah. Very cool, very spooky.
We can take them.
You can definitely take them.
Horde mode.
Horde mode, indeed. Okay, so, yeah, I think we're starting with initiative because we have this one specter that has jumped out of the box. So there is an encounter.
I would have to be in that room.
There's an encounter available, so feel free to roll your initiative whenever you like.
When in doubt, roll it out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, at the beginning of this session, I think, Daniel, we should probably clarify at least the thing that I was confused about.
Yeah. So mostly on my part, there was some confusion over whether or not these spirits, like the ghosts in here, can be damaged at all. I misread a rule in that the Thanes, the one that tried to possess Shade, cannot attempt a possession unless they are on the material plane. I assumed that, why couldn't they just do it from the ethereal plane? They cannot. So if they're doing,
I was wondering about that.
Yeah. So that's my bad. When they are on the ethereal plane, they cannot affect you in any way. Just so that's clear.
That feels a little better.
Yeah, so you will be able to engage them, with in combat, and they can dip into the ethereal plane, but they are not able to damage you or you them when they're in that plane. So, yeah. So anyway, sorry for any confusion on that. I haven't really run ghosts before, so we're doing this. We're learning. Let's see. Theagenes, I think we need initiative from you.
He just rolled a 3.
Really? I don't.
Just odd.
I did.
Yeah, but he didn't roll initiative, so he should redo that one.
So, to add yourself to the combat, right click on your token, and then at the kind of 5 o'clock position, there's a toggle combat state. Go ahead and click that. There we go. And then I'll let you re-roll your initiative in the combat log. It's next to, instead of the chat, you click the crossed swords, and you can see your like a die by your name. You can hit that and roll initiative. You can also do it from your character sheet. Okay, that's a little better for sure. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started. So Falbin, wow, you're up first. That's crazy. What? That's wild. How is this
I was
happening?
thinking like, wow, I did really good. I got kind of like a 19.16, and like Falda's like a 19.2.
Those dexterity modifier tiebreakers, I love them. So you can.
So can I see from here, or is there a little wall in between?
There is an open doorway, so you can
cool.
see the glow of this baneful specter. You can also see the box.
To make sure that
the box that you helped open is still open, and it's like right here behind the specter.
And just to make sure that I'm remembering the context here correctly, I did all this work. I opened the box. I said, look, there's some scary magical things that someone with some responsibility should handle correctly.
Yep.
Magus came up and just threw one on the ground, and then here we are.
To be fair, he didn't throw it on the ground. He just picked it up out of the box.
I just wanted to make sure we got the story straight. Okay.
So I threw it on the ground.
There's so much like
The ground.
blatant hostility in the party right now.
I am going to walk in and just kind of be like, I don't know, as you would like an older brother to a younger brother kind of reaction. Be like, I'll help out. And I'm gonna throw my rebound dagger, surprisingly, at this shade. Since it hasn't taken a turn, I get advantage. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go click the button here, and we'll just take 2 of those rolls, so it's much easier to click this than to do the other thing.
Okay.
So 21 would be the
21
best of those.
absolutely hits. Yeah.
Cool. Damage.
And your dagger is magical, so
Yoink. 18. It is magical. That is, if that's relevant.
it is. Yeah, it very relevant against ghosts.
9 piercing.
Okay.
And sneak attack of 12 more.
Amazing. Why did I hold on? Why is it? Oh, yeah. Okay. So 12 more. It is. It's on his last bit of sheet.
How is its demeanor? Is it like upset? Is it angry?
It's just like
happy?
it's not happy.
So you would not classify it as intelligent?
It has intelligence. What
I
what
always
is
check for intelligence and sentience after I almost kill it. So.
Okay, quote wall.
Just keeping in line.
Quote wall. I always check for intelligence and sentience after I almost kill the thing. You're not sure. Like, it has sort of a face, and it's screaming, but a lot of things with faces scream and are not intelligent.
And how is Metron reacting to me almost killing this thing? Is he like, is there any emotion that I can read?
Let's see. What's your passive insight? I'm not going to have you do a roll right now because you've done your action.
I'm looking it up right now. My passive insight is 12.
12. You're not sure.
Cool. I'm gonna use my bonus action and throw the dagger.
He's very
minus 5, so that'll be a 10 to hit.
That actually misses and sticks in the wall behind Metron and then comes back to you.
All right. And at that, I'm just gonna kind of be like, nobody saw that, kind of like side eye, and then walk out of the room.
I mean,
done.
the nice thing about your dagger is that if you were missing with a normal dagger, you'd have to go pick it up, and so you're never like going around and picking up stuff. Okie dokie, Megas.
See, I was gonna try diplomacy.
You can still try.
You still can, and who are you saying I can't try diplomacy? You've got like the max charisma, son.
You know what? Sure. And say like, wait! Will you help us try to kill Estor?
Roll a roll a persuasion check. At disadvantage. No. Well, yeah, disadvantage. It's like on 1 HP.
Please roll a nat 20 on this next one.
There's a nat 1.
No.
It like you come through the door behind Shade and you just say Estor and it just goes into a blind rage. That is your action to do the persuasion.
Yep.
What else would you like to do?
My work here is done.
Nobody saw that.
Just to summarize, you drop the ball, you release this thing, and then you just did nothing. Okay, I got it.
And shit is like, great, now I'm the first one in line.
See, I try to walk the fine middle line of I almost kill it, but I'm not responsible for the death. Someone else has got to finish that shit.
It's already dead.
Okay, I need to confirm a thing really quickly. Okay,
The
yeah.
Spectre casts atomic bomb.
No, that's not it.
That's a 2-round action, you gotta wait for that.
The Spectre is going to sink into the floor, disappearing from view. And Megas, you feel a cold chill as it comes up right behind you, up through the floor.
Well, heck.
And it's going to try to it kind of starts inhaling like near your neck, and it's not great.
Like a Dementor, or
Kinda. I'm gonna use my inspiration because screw it.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Well, it was wasted. It was just an 11. So you feel this necrotic kind of sweat begin to beat up on your neck, but you're okay. And that's its turn. Shade.
Well then. First of all, my echo is going to move here. It is going to take one step back. And I'm a attack this thing with my glaive and see what we can do.
A 16 hits. It has one hit point. So
Well, I would still like to roll because I like doing that.
So literally max damage. There's a spray of this kind of slightly glowing ectoplasm, and yeah, it's dead. However, the box the open box in the Thane's quarters is rattling and lowly moaning.
Shut the box!
No, it's fine. It's fine.
Diogenes.
Okay, so the ghost is dead, but the box is
Yeah, the
is
box
rumbling.
inside the room here is quaking.
Okay.
And Shay just said, shut the box.
And you know it has about 16 of these in there. Or 15 now.
15. Okay.
We want to use these on Estor, not fight them all.
Right. Can I try to play my Pipes of Haunting?
You can. What does I mean, I think in combat it's not going to be fast enough for much of anything.
Oh, that's true. It takes like 10 minutes, doesn't it? Never mind.
Well, hold on. Actually, you can use an action to play them and expend a charge, creating. Yeah, it's an action. Yeah.
I thought you were already playing those.
He was doing like there is a ritual feature of them that we built into it, but in terms of like using them in combat, you can use it in combat to try to make people afraid of you, or like yeah.
That's right. But okay, so let me read up on that real quick. Because I don't think I want to do that unless it affects ghosts differently. Which
the way kind of I think about it is if you use it as the item is described normally, it makes any creatures that you're using it against afraid of you. But when you do the like the homebrew ritual thing that we've done, you play it differently, and they like it.
Right, but that is the ritual, so that would take 10 minutes.
Right.
Okay, so let's just not do that then. I'm gonna approach the box, which is over here, right?
Yeah, it's like in under one of these hammocks back here.
Okay, so I can't see the map terribly well. I know it's supposed to be dark, but it just said I collided with a wall.
Okay, let me turn the brightness up a little bit. How's that? Is that a little better?
I'm still sort of seeing like a just darkness.
His vision might be messed up like mine was.
Well, let's see.
He's also human.
Do you have dark?
I do have devil sight.
You do have. Oh, that's it. I haven't set your token to have that type of
I
vision.
also have X-ray vision.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You could, you turn that on.
How's that? Is that better?
Yeah. I
Oh
can
wow,
see.
yeah.
Okay,
I'm sorry, Tim. the best long running joke of this campaign is that you don't have like goggles of night yet, which
I know. I got this great lamp.
you do have the lamp that you're pointing
so the box
away.
Is in the room, yes.
Yeah, it's in the room.
Like there. Okay.
Yeah.
Why can't I? This
Gotta
stupid
go through
wall.
the door.
I'm trying. What is? Oh, okay. I just had to use diagonally. Okay. So
Later on, we'll work on stairs. It's okay.
Here, I'll make the
Thank
door
you.
wider. I'll make the doorway wider.
No, I've got it. See, I moved. I'm
Here.
really good at this, guys.
So
Yeah,
you
let me give me some light.
I'm gonna shut the box.
Okay. You shut the box. You can use your item interaction, which is a free action you have every turn, to shut the box. It is like rattling and shaking. So if you leave, it probably will fall open again.
Okay. Metron, will this
the
box
floor.
hold them?
He,
also Metron.
he says, "Oh, I had it locked for a reason. I can lock it again, but well, you."
Falbin gives very strong side eye to Magus in the dark.
How much time would that take?
God, like I don't know. I don't know. Depends on how good I'm sleepy. I just woke up.
Sleepy ghost.
I'll
Okay,
start making some coffee.
Is there anything heavy around?
There's some crates. So just to remind you, Metron wanted you to kill the specters inside. Like he wanted you to open it up and kill them. So like, if you want him to help you lock it again, you're probably gonna have to convince him.
Okay. Well, guys, how do you want to handle this? Should I toss them out one at a time?
I still like the idea of trying to keep them contained for now.
Oh.
Because like you guys
well,
have sort of talked amongst yourselves about using them against Estor, but that's not Metron's plan at all. Metron is afraid of Estor, and he wants these things put out of their misery so that he doesn't incur the wrath of Estor.
All right. Well,
So
I sit on the box.
You sit on the box.
I sit on the box, and I try and give us some time.
Okay. Yeah, you can use your action to sit firmly on the box. Theo.
Oh, he's sitting firmly on the box. Firmly on the box. What are we? So it seemed like that one only activated because it was dropped.
Yeah, it
we
left
didn't
the
see
box.
any of the other ones activate, so it's probably fine for now. I'll just hold an action, waiting for the group. There's no other combatants here. We're still in combat though, so.
That's true. So if you're holding an action, at the bottom of the round, Theagenes, I'm gonna have you roll a strength saving throw.
Okay.
If he's gonna do that, then I am gonna come over here and I'm gonna touch him. I'm gonna lend
Can you
him-
clarify?
Yeah, no, I got it over here. It's called guidance. I'm touching him though.
You just a reminder, you also have that flash of genius thing, which is a flat +4, I think, which might like mechanically be like you lose one of the charges of it, but I mean, this is a
I thought that was only
D4
for me.
No, you can use
I
a
give that
reaction
to
to give it to anybody else.
Oh, so
Mhm.
could I touch him and then reactively give him something? Could I double up on this?
You don't need to. Oh wow. Okay. So well, so your prepared action was not to provide guidance. It was to shoot a ghost, right?
Is my turn already over?
It is not your turn.
Have we moved on?
Your
thought it
turn. Well, your turn ended, and then at the bottom of the round, the ghosts are rattling in the box, and you can use your reaction outside of your turn. You can't use an action outside of your turn unless you had prepared, like you said, prepared an action, but it's a specific action that you have to execute upon a specific trigger.
So the guidance thing, though, I can just touch him, and then if there's any kind of thing later on, you'll get a D4 to add to the number.
If you want to instead just kind of roll back and just say that on your turn, instead of not doing anything, you went into the room and cast guidance, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so Theagenes gets a D4 to roll on that. So that's
Get
That's a-
guidance.
get guided. Yeah, so let's get a strength saving throw from you.
Okay. Wait, a strength saving throw.
Yes.
Okay, is that? How do I?
At the top of your screen, on the top of your map, do you have a bar that says
Got it.
inventory, spells, features, skills, blah blah blah?
I think I did it here. I do, yeah.
Okay. I find that an easy way to select all these things.
Oh, okay.
So
Public normal.
you can just go under like saves strength and click that.
Okay, so 9, but I want to make sure I want to add let's see here. I have Pact Boon. I think do I need to use the boon? No, that's an ability check. Okay.
Yeah, the Pact of the Talisman
This is a saving throw.
This is a saving throw, which is different than an ability check.
Right, so I can use the protection of the talisman though to do this. So I'm gonna add
yeah.
D4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna add a D4. How do I do that? Just roll with the regular thing?
Yep, just at the bottom of the chat, there's a little D4 icon. Right. Mm-hmm. So your current total is a 12.
Plus 3.
A 15. Okay, there is a slight gap in the box as you lift up. It bounces up off the floor. And one more stone falls out of the box, but you land back on it and keep the lid shut. So we have a new specter in the house. Ignore that. I don't know why they're all linked for some reason. Normally, normally if you have like 5 goblins, you can subtract health from one, but for some reason it's like whatever. They're all linked. So we're gonna go ahead and add him into the combat. Thankfully he goes at the end of the round. So Falvin, you're up next. You hear and I guess see another ghost pop out of the box.
Yep, in the darkness of the ship, Falvin rolls his eyes and walks back into the boat. So yeah, there it is again. Is it like kind of glowy? Like, can I make out a shape? Does it have emotion?
I mean, if you hover over it in your that's about the shape.
It seems like, I don't know, like a bad hair day, but its entire body.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
cool.
just
I'm gonna throw a dagger then.
Cool. You're still trying to judge if it's like human or has feelings or whatever.
Yeah, I like to have those little check-ins to make sure I'm doing the right thing.
It has one feeling, and that feeling is kill Estor and anybody who stops me from getting to him.
Falbin looks up, like, mid-stabbing a victim and asks, like, you are aware of your own mortality, right?
It's your happiest memory.
How do you feel right now?
As I get ready to throw, I sense what you're saying. That Key has it. They have this hatred of Estor, and what I'm gonna say is, I think Magus wants me to ask you if you want to kill Estor with us.
Okay, roll a persuasion check.
And I'm gonna use inspiration to +5 that.
19.
How
okay.
dare you? How dare you roll a 19 on persuasion? When I rolled a nat 1.
Well, either you've got it or you haven't.
It kind of whips around its flailing form at you and says, "Where is Estor?"
I'm gonna say, don't you want to go with us and we'll all get him together? We'll make him awfully bloody. It'll be great.
Oh, that's for the second persuasion check, which will be.
Okay.
You have a bonus action reaction. Anything else you'd like to do?
Okay. So, I. My brain is stuttering between friend, foe, friend, foe.
You broke him.
I'm just gonna slowly like I'm just gonna like slowly back out of the room. And
You're like the teacher at the chalkboard, and you've started writing the letter F, and then you're looking at the class.
Yep. And then I'm gonna like lean into Theo as I'm like backing out of the room and say, "Now it's your turn."
It's
And I'm just gonna back.
cool.
That's it. That's my turn.
Cool.
On the same chalkboard, I will finish that thought and write a U after
Oh, it's
it.
not your turn. It's Megus's turn. Megus, you hear Falvin ask if it wants to hop in, loser. We're killing Estor, and you hear it reply. Where's Estor? What are you doing?
Right. So it sounds like once these things are released, they just want to immediately kill Estor. They do not have the capacity for delayed gratification.
They've been, I mean, not that they don't have the capacity, but they've been literally trapped in this box for who knows how long, after being trapped in the underworld for who knows how long.
Right.
They have a very particular mindset.
I'm not sure we want to go after Estor quite right now at this instant. I was under the impression that we wanted to save these stones as like a backup thing, or like maybe something to spring on Estor as like a surprise thing to give us an advantage.
I mean, most of them are still in the box.
True. And Metron wants them to get out of the box, or is unwilling to help reclose the box currently.
You do have 2 potential targets for persuasion, yes.
Correct. Okay. I'm going to move in and... I mean, apparently, Falvin's able to persuade the ghost things, so I'm going to focus on Metron. And...
Falvin's got this.
And I'm going to say, look, Estor sent us down here to kill you as proof of our fealty toward him. I think the time for trying to please him is over. We need to start thinking about how to defeat him.
Roll
work together to defeat him.
Roll persuasion.
There we go.
A dirty 20.
Oh, diggy hole.
He says, I'm just so scared. I'm just not sure. And then we'll come back to him.
Yay.
Shade.
Okay. Shade will not that. These. Move in. Move here. Move here. His echo will follow.
Spectre's going to use its polearm master feat to make an attack at you.
All right.
It's poltergeist feature.
And Shade is going to help hold the box closed.
Okay, yeah. I'll say with the 2 of you, there's no check needed. The box will stay closed, until you leave. Are you trying to secure it further, or just hold it closed with your weight?
Does this thing actually have like a clasp or anything? I know we unlocked it.
It has a lock, but it will need to be relocked.
So there's not like a clasp or anything. It's just a lock.
Hold on, 1 second. 1 second.
I'm just trying to picture this design. Like, what does this look like that there's only a lock? Is it like embedded into the chest? That's the only latching mechanism?
Okay,
yeah, it's like a safety deposit box.
You can make an investigation roll.
Investigation.
'Cause it is dark. I know you have dark vision, but you have disadvantage on perception checks, even if you have dark vision. You must remember that. Yeah, so there is a latch. You have no idea how long it will hold it, because it's, without the actual lock being secured again, it will only take the box tipping over for that latch to come open.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna focus on holding it and being like, Theo, anything you can put in this latch lock something to hold it.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Diogenes, you're sitting on a box. What are you doing?
I'm sitting in a box that requires me to do what? Do I have to spend my action keeping it closed?
I'll say with Shade there, you can do something else.
Okay, that's
Shade
what I hope
is
you'd say.
about 3 times your size,
Right.
which is not really saying a lot for everybody, in the party.
I mean, isn't Shade like 4 times Falben's size?
Yeah, something like that.
Okay, well, are we still trying to persuade this ghost?
This ghost has not
one
been
that's
fully
out?
persuaded yet. He has not taken. He may not be taking violent action against you, but you've not got a crew together.
I mean, I know that you take Lotus, but it's literally been 18 seconds. The
Actually, it's only been about 12 seconds.
I haven't taken Lotus in a good 8 hours.
Please do for some more.
Okay, so let's see. All right, I'm gonna try also to persuade the ghost.
Okay.
And I will say, angry spirit, we understand you. We will help you gain the vengeance you seek. And I'm gonna make a persuasion roll.
Do that one at advantage because it's calmer and you're also just chill with dead dudes.
I'm so chill with dead dudes.
You're so chill. Dude.
See, persuasion, and
I think they can sense the Lotus on you, and they're just
Yeah.
like, wow, this
Yeah.
guy is chill.
You can't spell Lotus without us.
That's right.
That's a
Okay,
15. Okay. Yeah, it relaxes even more. And it says, vengeance. And it seems to be kind of waiting for your word.
woohoo! I tamed a Pokemon.
All right, Theo.
I guess, can you pick up the sphere and throw it at it?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, now that we're just about, got him on our team, throw a rock at it.
I choose you.
What's Theo doing?
Theo's gonna check out that lock and see if he can re-secure it.
Okay, so
His proficiency in every tool.
with your lantern, go ahead and roll an investigation check. You won't be rolling at disadvantage, even though you don't have night vision.
Investigate this. So good. As soon as I am good at investigating things.
Woo! That's a nat 20.
Whoa!
Yeah, you see through the lies. Oh my god. Stop it, Foundry. Okay. Yeah, you know exactly how to get this thing fully secured. You can do it. You can do it this turn.
Well then, let's do this. I'm gonna secure the heck out of it.
Cool. You undo Falbin's handiwork that kicked us all off. The box is still kind of rattling, but it is now safe to move away from. Yeah.
Step away from the box.
And I think we're probably out of combat because I think the Spectre is no longer hostile, so we'll go ahead and drop out of combat. Metron, however, is not convinced yet. He just says, "What are you doing? What are you doing? They'll ruin everything. I'll be ended. I'll be over. You have to kill them."
They weren't dead when we got here. What makes it different now?
Well, okay, so you killed that one. That one is dead,
Yes.
dead, gone.
Yes.
What was your question? Sorry.
My question was, like, he's so afraid that if we don't kill them immediately, Estor's going to end him. And my point is, they were in the box when we got here, and presumably had been in the box for hundreds of years. What makes so bad about them being in the box now?
Okay. He says, you not stowaways. I know you're not stowaways, but they're restless. I know that box won't hold them forever, and now that you're here, they're wide awake and they thirst for him.
Is that not something we can use to our advantage?
Maybe, but if you do that, he'll know that, and I'm alive. You'll have to kill me. If you don't kill me and you show up and you open that box in front of him, I don't know what he'll do to me.
Well, as Magus already said, he sent us to kill you anyways.
Yeah, but I'd rather
Also,
I'd
the
rather
box
you kill
holds
me. I'd rather die by your hand, and I don't know what sort of madness he has in store for me. Let's get a persuasion check from Shade.
Okay.
Hey, no dog fighting in this office. I did not ask you in here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
13. Actually, wait, no, that was my echo. Sorry. What would be my actual modifier for shade?
Oh, sorry. My dogs.
Still just 1. Okay. Sorry, that's 14.
14. Okay. He's afraid. He's really afraid. He thinks that if you kill him, he'll just fade away, or he'll wake up and be back doing this job and not remember anything. But he thinks that if Estor kills him, it will be a fate worse than death.
You're the navigator of this ship, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
And this ship is heading to Mitros.
Yep.
About how long do you think it will be until we arrive there?
3 days.
3 days. Do you think you can keep this, under wraps for 3 days?
The keep the specters in the box?
Yes.
Yeah, I can. If you can maybe help me with an arcane lock or something to help hold them. But I mean, 3 days. Estor's. You're supposed to kill me now, and he's not gonna wait 3 days for you to do that.
I'll make something up. I'm good at talking to people.
Roll a persuasion check. It's an 11. He's yeah, really good. I am fully convinced of my safety here. Look, 3 days isn't gonna happen.
Then is there anything we can do to make the trip take longer than 3 days? Because if we're not to Mitros...
Well, I mean... I need another persuasion check.
Man. This guy's so needy.
He's afraid.
Don't make me get in on this guy.
We don't need coercion yet.
It's an 11. He says he could be listening right now.
Undead Shade, and I'm addressing the Shade directly.
The Spectre, yeah. He says, where's Astor?
Are you able to see into the ethereal plane?
Which you know to mean, yeah.
Oh my god.
Are you able to see if Estor is around us
Okay,
now?
so
Listening in.
I jumped the gun on that. They can go through walls. These specters cannot actually go ethereal. They're different than the ghosts like Metron is.
Okay.
So no.
Okay, so it cannot see into... Okay, never mind. So we can't use him as a spy.
That comes straight from the character sheet of the monster. That's not me. So
Yeah, that's fine.
So, if we don't have 3 days, and you'd rather die by our hand than Estor's hand, then how about you tell us how to pilot the ship, so if we have to kill you to postpone Estor, or get there before Estor kills you, we know what to do when you're not here.
That
rolling
has
and
got to be the most janky, logical argument. If I have to kill you, will you teach me how to stay alive in the event that I kill you?
He just said he'd
he's
rather
saving
die
his
by our
crewmates.
hand than Estor's, so...
Yeah, he's saving his crewmates too.
I'm just saying, you're speaking to his logic. It doesn't make it less fucked up.
I'm gonna treat that as an intimidation check. If you want to roll intimidation,
Okay.
because you're like reminding him of what is going to happen.
But he literally just said.
That's a 5. Right, but like he thinks that any help he provides you is going to increase Estor's wrath on him. So, and you guys haven't really made up, or he is not convinced of the cases you've given him so far. He says that the drummer drums and the ship rows. That's all I can tell you.
Great.
Metron, were you one of the men that joined Estor in hacking through the Dryad Ultraya in order to make this ship?
What is your intention with this question?
Basically, I'm intending to find out how much mercy I'm going to have on him.
Okay. Because at this
And whether
point,
this is going to continue in persuasion or intimidation.
okay. He says, "I'm a navigator. I don't deal in away missions. I'm not a builder. I don't know."
He doesn't know if he was involved?
Oh,
or-
I mean, he doesn't. He was not in. He says he's not involved.
Okay. It's like, okay, so that means that you're not as bad as others perhaps on this ship. It means that what we would want coming out of all this is to keep you, I mean, not alive, but free from harm. We are going to change. We are going to change the nature of command on this ship. We would have you on our side when we do so.
If you defy Estor, then I don't know how you're going to take control of this ship. Good luck to you. I think at that he's not on your page, so he's tucking back into his hammock to try to get some shut eye.
It's like, if Estor comes for you, let all the spirits loose on him and come try to find us.
He hides his head beneath the hammock.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So you're leaving the box?
All right, but you said the box is bolted to the floor.
It is, yeah. I mean, you could unbolt it with time.
I mean, I think we're gonna want to do that.
I mean, I locked that up so tight.
I mean, so
If we want to look around, we could.
yeah, you locked the lid closed, but the whole box is like bolted to the floor, with like, what are those, like L-shaped, like metal, like
Elements.
brackets, whatever.
Oh, those, yeah.
You could like undo those with the proper tools in a few minutes, and take the box with you.
How heavy does it seem?
I don't know.
Also, do I know what would happen if you put this box in a bag of holding?
It would be in a bag of holding.
Would the objects within, if they're spiritual, be okay?
They don't really need oxygen, so I think
That's another realm, right?
They're just shoved in a pocket dimension, right?
yeah, they'll be fine.
Oh, okay. Well, let's do that then. I'll start working on doing it.
Okay.
I mean, at minimum, I think we'd want to unbolt it from the ground, from the deck, so we could.
Yeah, no, I want to unbolt it and I want to put it in my bag because loot.
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
You still have this one specter that is following you.
I'll put him in the bag too.
He's not gonna want to go in the bag.
Here, I've got a new sheet for you. Just put your hand in here.
I don't think he's that well trained.
Nope, he is not.
Okay.
He is thinly veiled fury and rage right now.
Okay, I'll work on the box.
So
Okay.
do we? Oh, I guess with that we'd probably step out of the room after Theo gets the box.
Well,
That's kind of.
I mean, like, sounds like we need a place to talk over a plan.
There's another deck down. Hold.
Huh? Yeah, I guess we could try that.
Haven't looked down there yet.
So you look down, you peer down this this stairwell that goes deep into the lower parts of the ship, and you see kind of a glint, like a shiny reflective surface down there off what little light is available.
Theo, shine your lantern down there, would you?
Of course. I love this thing. It's so useful. I got it at Costco.
Fantasy Costco, where all your dreams come true. Shout out again to Adventure Zone.
Brand. Bullseye.
So you shine this red, this red light down the hole there, and covering over the door to the lowest level, in what seems a very thick layer of ice.
Looks pretty cool.
Does this look like magical ice?
Well, you're on a magical ship, so
So absolutely not.
probably not.
Yeah.
Because we gotta
Low,
draw the
like-
line somewhere.
It's Sonic ice. It's like the little round bits of ice. No, it's
And I'll get out my sonic screwdriver.
it's it's kind of a ripply, not so smooth, but not like crazy jagged surface of ice that seems to be about a foot thick.
Wonder what's in there.
Whatever it is refrigerated.
Chilled.
Probably shrimp
Maybe you
cocktails.
think your bonfire that you like so much do a trick.
I mean, keep in mind, we are on a boat.
Yeah, but it's magical, so. What could go wrong?
There's still a lot you don't know about the Ultros. I would recommend
Yeah.
against just lighting blatant fires.
I'll be fine. We've already got a box full of ghosts in our bag of holding.
So, I would do. Nope, can't do that. So can I just light a torch and go up to the wall of ice and see if the ice reacts to the flame of the torch?
Sure, yeah. Yeah, you creep down these creepy steps with your torch. And the ice is like reflecting the light of the torch. And you just hold the torch up to the ice.
Yeah.
Okay, you hold it up against it for. It's kind of awkward because like the flames go up and the heat goes up, and you're putting the bottom of the torch against the ice. Mm-hmm. There is some heat coming off of it, but after like a minute or so, you lift the torch up and kind of put your hand, and it is wet on the ice.
Okay. So it's not like the ice is just like magically impervious. It's just there is somehow the whole lower deck of the ship is frozen.
It might be magically like generated, but it is ice. It's ice, and it behaves as you would expect ice to.
Okay. So that might be something we have to take care of later, like or get some kind of information from one of the other people for how to go about this. If only there is. Okay, Daniel.
Hello, that's
At this
me.
point, yes, I would like to roll the Arcana check that we discussed previously, because now Magus is trying to think about if there is a place where we can discuss plans in private.
Okay, go ahead and roll that. This is about the tiny hut.
I was wondering about that. I was gonna ask if that was gonna be a...
Tiny hut. Oh my
I
god.
am absolutely using one of my inspirations. I rolled 2 nat 1s today.
Yep. Seems reasonable.
on something you've got like what a plus 12 on from that.
What the heck?
Do you-
Yes, I'm going to burn another one if I can.
Yeah, that's
to
fine.
re-roll.
That's fine.
You had 5.
Oh my word.
No, because he has stated previously that these do not stack. We
Oh.
can't stack them. I swear, if this is a 3,
There it is.
that's better.
29.
A 29. I need to reread the tiny hut description. I mean, you know what the spell description says about it.
Yes.
I'm trying to remember if it has anything about like being able to be heard from outside. Creatures and objects are barred from passing through it, but no, you can be heard. The dome is opaque, but so you can disguise from vision, but if somebody's right next to it, they'll be able to hear you. But what was your specific magical question?
The specific
for the
magical
class.
question. For the class, there are certain, so like force damage cannot, extend into the ethereal plane, but there are certain spells that generate force type effects that do.
Like the wall of force or the force cage.
Like the wall of force. And one of those, with discussion with the DM, is also the tiny hut. So the boundaries of the tiny hut do extend into the ethereal plane.
Meaning that somebody who can walk the ethereal plane can't sneak into your hut.
Correct.
Unless they were there when you cast it.
Shadewood.
Unless they were there when we cast it.
Which it does take a minute to cast.
10, actually.
Oh, 10 minutes. That's pretty risky.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay.
Wait. Just hold on for 1 second. And we have Hercules with us?
Yes.
Yeah.
Not counting the Spectre, that's 9 creatures. So if anybody else tried to squeeze in, the spell would fail.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. So if you're casting it and then suddenly it just...
That's a tiger lawyer.
That's a pretty good tiger lawyer right there.
Whoa.
So you'll know if there's a ghost like trying to sneak into the spell if it just doesn't work when you cast it.
Yep.
Okay. That's creepy as hell. Nice job. Nice job, Shane.
Sorry, you gotta read the fine print.
You sure do. Okay, so yes, you have made that deduction. An educated yes.
I mean, yeah, okay, yes. So, but we'd have to do it in a place where there is no one else normally. So we would have to convince Metron to leave, or
You do it up on the upper deck.
Yeah, which would be extraordinarily obvious.
How much room is downstairs? In the basement?
I mean, there's an ice door blocking the way downstairs. It's the deck.
Oh,
we're
so that's
on.
literally on the stairs.
The stairs lead down to a near horizontal hatch door, and that door is covered with a very thick layer of ice.
If we all squeezed up against one corner.
Yeah, or it's a 10-foot radius, so there are places just kind of in the middle where it could be cast.
Yeah, I'm just saying that would not include other creatures that wouldn't
Right.
normally be there. Oh,
Yeah.
delete that.
I clicked on the downstairs and now it's dark.
Hold on. That's supposed to be locked. Get out of there.
Oh, sorry.
Theo just stumbles down the just disappears. Way to
Dark down
go!
here.
We thought there was a wall of ice.
Hold on.
Manny, I can't see anything.
I'll get you
I'm on the
back.
boat.
Just in case anybody else wanted to investigate the ice, Shade would point out I do have a miner's pick, and I have a hammer and mittens.
Wait a minute.
Are
Shade,
you?
you have better than a hammer's pick. You have an echo.
That's a good point.
That
Yeah,
you can,
bad boy.
and you can see through their senses.
I can.
Are
Can
you
you just-
saying you want to dig a hole?
In theory, unless something else impedes it or causes immediate damage to it, my echo could walk through that wall.
Hmm. Neat.
One moment, please.
That's on me. That's on me for forgetting you can do that shit. Yeah. There's nothing stopping you.
So that's what I'm gonna try and do. I'm gonna transfer my consciousness to my echo and walk down and walk through the wall.
Okay.
See what happens.
Let me move your echo. It's gonna go. None of the rest of you scroll. Please just stay where you are on the map. Because I've had to make a thing visible. And anyway, so Shade, you can look. If you go to the top part of the map, your token will be there. Top left kind of part of the map. Oh, I guess you'd be here.
There we go. All right.
Yeah. So your echo just walks through this ice wall and like it's not even there, and you are in a very cold and dark place. It's fairly
I assume there's like layers of ice over everything. And...
Yeah. It's just it's definitely like encrusted with ice over all major surfaces, and you're in a kind of a hold area. And ahead of you is a narrow hallway with doors kind of on either side and a door at the end.
I'm going to move forward to this door, and I guess I'm going to look through the lower door.
Yeah. Because I didn't expect you to come in here, I haven't like populated them with anything like visually. But there is mostly this room is full of trophies, and not soccer trophies, mostly skulls, littered with skulls of various one-eyed creatures, horned creatures, very large creatures. It's just full of, like, you don't open the door so it doesn't like spill out.
Right.
But you kind of walk in and you're just like immediately confronted by this mountain of skulls.
Right then. That was creepy. I'll look in the other door.
This one is kind of what's left of like personal effects. So there are there's like the metal clasps from like gear harnesses and belts, shoe buckles, little helmets, stuff like that.
Effectively everything that hasn't rotted away.
Yep, exactly.
Our normal kit.
Most of them too large for a human to wear.
Large for a human, like for a large creature.
Yeah. So yeah, combined with the last room, these are like Gigan and Minotaur effects.
Yeah, so loot.
Yeah,
Doesn't seem
less
to be like
less
weapons
loot and
armor, but just like
it's more like, you remember those like old photos of like the cowboys like sitting on a mountain of bison skulls, like it's
right.
not treasure, it's just like a reminder of your own conquest, essentially.
Right. Well, I'll move down the hallway and repeat it at these doors.
More of the same in both of these doors.
All right. And I come to the last door. What is it? Does it look any different?
No, it's there's like a thin ice sheet, but nothing like, I mean, your echo can walk through it anyway.
Right.
This seems to be where most of the crew quarters are. So there's just like remnants of hammocks strung up on basically every spare inch of this room. The mast comes down through the deck, and you're actually at kind of the base of the mast that, for stability, goes all the way through to the bottom of the ship.
And ice is even encrusting the mast and everything.
Yeah, kind of a thin layer. But there is another door at the end here. Another hallway, more doors.
Same process.
Yeah,
Unless something stops me.
No, you're good. Same thing. More just personal effects and gear, and more bones. The door at the very end of the hall is the thickest layer of ice you've seen yet. And as you get close to the door, you hear a voice that says, "Now, where are you sneaking off to, mate?"
What's Rue doing down there?
Yeah, it's Rue.
I'll look around. Do I see anybody?
You don't see anybody. You hear Estor addressing your shade. And just says, "You seem quite familiar with the layout of this place."
Man, I
I guess you can't
wasn't really
speak through
expecting
it.
to be able to speak through it, so
You can gesture if you want to gesture.
like I don't know where he is, so
I mean, the middle finger is universal.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not sure where he is. I mean, the voice is kind of swirling around you.
So I'm gonna go forward.
Okay. This room is basically like you're inside an ice cave, like a cavern of ice. And sitting on kind of a precipice amidst the fog strewn air is a large egg.
An egg?
An egg.
An egg.
About the size of a
Egg. Hard boiled?
about the size of a watermelon.
Interesting. Do I recognize anything about this egg?
It's metallic. It's shiny. I say shiny. There really isn't any light down here. And that voice again goes, "You know, you really shouldn't be here. You don't seem like you're doing your job of killing my thanes. Maybe I should pay your friends a visit."
I'll just step back through the wall.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna cut my connection. My echo will disappear, and I'll be back in my body.
Okie dokie. I'm just gonna delete your shade and replace it.
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool. You have a short amount of time to say some stuff.
Bottom deck's frozen. Mostly was crew quarters. Seems to be some type of egg possibly causing the ice down there. Astor's down there. He's probably coming this way.
Okay, is it description time? Is it spirits time?
Might be spirits time.
Might be. Do we want to do it here or go up to the top deck where we might have more room and we're not enclosed?
I think we do it here and then go up to the top deck and cast the dome.
Takes 10 minutes to cast the dome.
I know. Do you think you guys can hold him off for 10 minutes?
Nope. Nope.
So, Megas, the way combat in Dungeons and Dragons works is a lot of shit can happen in 6 seconds.
6 seconds, you're dead. 6 seconds, you're dead too.
Oh boy, that's.
What are you guys doing?
I mean, I'm resummoning my echo, so there's
Okay.
that. Shade would be ready to help Theo with the chest.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to.
Yeah, Theo. By this
get ready. Just
by this time, the chest is unshackled from the ground, and you can have it in your bag of holding if you like.
yes. I mean, are we gonna fight here? Or are we gonna fight upstairs?
Stairs is probably better. Less encumbered by walls.
Metron.
Does tunnel fighting work in this type of space?
It doesn't have to be a tunnel.
Ship's a kind of tunnel.
Metron is like doing his best to hide in this space, even though it's like he's a little glowing guy, you know? And he's just like, you can see the hammock just shivering. He is terrified.
Let's get out of here.
Do we want to take Metron with us? Do we want to grant him a swift end?
Yeah, he made his hammock. Now he can lie in it.
So Theagenes, one thing I want to remind you of is your last rites abilities that you got from Damon. One of them has a particular effect that's pretty cool. I say pretty cool. It's called Peaceful Passing. You can touch a willing creature who then dies painlessly and immediately. It cannot be returned to life unless it wishes to by any means short of a wish spell.
Is that on my character sheet?
I posted it in our secret chat in Discord. It's not on your character sheet.
Hold on, just let me check.
Because that
sorry, yeah.
might be pretty useful right about.
Actually, it's a ritual. It's a ritual. I just noticed it's a ritual. So it also takes 10 minutes.
Well, while Magus is casting the tiny hut, you can do that.
Cool. And Esther will
Yeah,
only
we
have to
only
fight
need-
3 of you.
Yeah, we got
Well, Esther didn't say what kind of progress he needed to see. So if the Theagenes is just like hand blessing Metron for 10 minutes, maybe
Yeah.
that's all Esther needs to see.
hand blessing in the hammock.
That's
Maybe we could get Metron to do like a performance check on pain and suffering.
okay. That's an idea. So Falbin is suggesting
Deception?
Falbin's suggesting Theagenes not deception, but like actually start doing this ritual of like
Yeah.
passing someone away. And I mean, Metron has said that he's willing to be killed by you.
Yep.
So it's
I think that's good.
Theagenes. Are you?
Does Theagenes
Does
tell us that he
yes.
can do this so we can make this an action?
Also, is he willing to do this?
Yep.
Because that puts him in a vulnerable position.
Yes, I'm sorry. I just forgot that you sent me that, Daniel.
It was only today. It was
that
just
seems-
today.
Oh, you're right. I see that.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, yes, I can do that.
Okay.
But how do we hold off Estor?
I think I can spin this.
Okay.
Your spins haven't been too good today.
Megas, are you?
Gambler's fallacy. It has to turn up good.
Are you? So is Megas suggesting
fallacy
that
for a reason.
he waits for Estor to come up and Megas like tries to like explain what Theagenes is doing?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. How does the rest of the party feel about this?
Worth a shot. If we don't want to actually fight Estor right now.
Would Magus be casting the fort while we're doing this?
Not if I'm trying to deceive Estor, no.
Yeah. I don't think you can subtle spell
You
cast
could
a
pretend
ritual.
like you were, yeah,
No.
like you were helping.
Hey, Estor, what's up? I'm just, drawing a circle on the ground. I just love circles, man. Smiley faces,
My boy.
Okay, so
And then I will turn to the.
Go
I'll
ahead.
turn to the specter and say, "Estor is coming. You'll have your chance, but pretend that we are fighting."
okay, not a persuasion check. I want you, I don't know that. I need you to clearly state this logic to this ghost. So I don't know if that would be just, I guess it's a charisma thing, but,
Just straight charisma.
yeah, just straight charisma.
Wow.
It's an
I am
8.
It's gotta come up
terrible
good
today.
sometime.
He says, Estor is coming. Estor is
All
coming.
right, cool. We'll go with that. I'm just gonna get my sword out and my armband ready. And all right, let's see if we can do this.
Okay, yes, Shay.
Back in the room.
Okie dokie. You hear or you feel a presence, you feel the cold from down the stairs, but it gets colder for a moment. And then, where the hell is his token?
Diogenes, would you be over next to Metron?
Metron? Yes. God dang it, these walls.
The diagonals. You move the diagonals.
Okay, so you're starting to perform this ritual. What does this look like? So Metron has given his consent to pass on to the next life. What does this look like coming from Diogenes?
So I want to use my bell. This is something I do with my bell.
Whoa.
Like a cowbell?
Yeah, I need more cowbell.
I didn't know you rolled like that.
Let's see. So I want it to be it's sort of like a reverse. So it's a normal bell normally, but when I do this ritual, the bell is like anti-sound, it cancels out sound and silences things.
Okay.
So when I ring it, instead of there being a sound, it's like there's like a wave of silence.
Okay. Not mechanically, because that's you're casting a silence spell for free. But yeah, totally. Flavor wise, love it.
No. Not like yeah, not mechanically exactly. It's more like cosmetic sound.
Sure. Yeah.
Everything just sounds muted.
Okay, so and then you're doing that, and Metron is kind of he's standing up now, and he's just kind of got his hands folded in front of his chest, and he's got his eyes closed, and he's counting to himself. And then you see a hand kind of appear on Metron's shoulder as Estor appears in the material plane, and he says, "This is not quite what I had in mind. What you doing there, Metron?" And he just stays silent.
Does the specter react?
Oh, sure, yeah. Spectre goes, Astor! Astor! And runs in, and I'm going to have the Spectre make an attack with a life drain. He rolls a 12 and misses. And then Astor is going to... what is he going to do? He let's see.
This isn't good, guys. The DM can't decide which of his abilities to use.
Legendary action 1 or the 8th one?
You are absolutely correct there. He just takes his other hand, so he's got his one hand on Metron's shoulder. Without even looking at the Spectre, he takes his other hand, puts it out, and casts a spell. The Spectre is going to make a Charisma saving throw.
Nat 20, nat 20.
He rolls a nat 1. I'm not even kidding. And the Spectre just disappears. He goes, ah! And is gone.
I believe the terminology is he faints.
No, he does not faint. The Spectre literally disappears. Like, literally just straight up disappears.
Oh.
Like, literally, like, just straight up, like, for reals. Like no cap. Like, just is disappeared.
No cap.
Well, that worked.
Hey, he used a spell slot.
That was a good 12 seconds of distraction, guys. I've got 9 minutes. And...
We give you gold.
Estor just kind of waits expectantly for a response.
I with my sword out and like armband with magic, it's like, okay, good. That's done then.
What's done?
The Spectre that attacked.
Oh, that. Yeah. Nothing to be concerned about.
Perhaps for one such as you.
I'm sure he's fine. He's just exploring the astral plane right about now. Always did want to go to space. Maybe someday.
So, we are doing as you commanded. This one will be completely expired once the ritual is finished.
It looks like you're playing a song to him.
Rituals are esoteric.
Give a persuasion check.
I swear, dice.
16.
Okay.
Wait. Vegas. You could have my last inspiration.
Yeah?
I will use that to add 5.
Hmm.
So that's a 21.
Okie dokie. He's gonna I'm gonna roll insight for him.
It's a 37.
No kidding, nat 20.
He says, expired now. Now explain this. What do you mean expired? Just gone.
It's kind of like the
Just
best
gone.
buy date on a can of
At least,
beans.
yeah. To my understanding, death is not my realm, but it is the realm of our friend here, and I would not distract him while the ritual is in progress.
Oh, so I can't ask him questions then. I should be quiet.
If
Yep.
I don't want to throw
If you
off
would
the
be
young
willing-
man's groove.
Beware the groove.
if you would be willing to wait, I'm sure you will see the results.
Metron really
In
was.
9 minutes, 55 seconds.
Gonna be awkward 10 minutes.
he starts speaking about Metron as if he's not literally standing right in front of him. Metron always, with his hand on his shoulder. Metron always was an underachiever, a navigator. Once you have the map already, what do we even need you for, my lad? I keep you here as a courtesy. I keep you here because I know the fear that keeps you awake at night. I know that you'd rather sit in mediocrity for all time in this little room than move on and face a new adventure. So this is fun, watching you think about this. May I stay?
By all means.
Okay, yeah. He's going to stay and watch this ritual happen.
I will put away my blade.
Yeah, so I mean this takes like 10 minutes. What's happening in the meantime?
I'd like to think that we're all in the fig leaf position, arrayed around this man in silence for 10 awkward minutes. It seems like an hour.
I'm going to subtle spell message to Shade, and like, I don't think you'll need to. Best if you don't. But he is material now. I can also talk to people like this, but that's a very complicated way to speak privately.
Because I can reply, right? Just one reply.
Yep.
Yeah. Shade would reply. If this is our chance, wait for the signal.
Estor is holding this almost like trident-like spear. It's got kind of a forked barbed tip. He does have it.
I'm currently naming off Metron's ancestors in order backward.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah. And every now and then you'll come across a name, and he's got his eyes closed and he's kind of muttering to himself. You'll come across a name and he'll kind of like crack a smile. It's stories about him. It's like his life is flashing before his eyes in a little way, while his like potential horrible doom is standing right behind him. Yeah. Anything else before the 10 minutes is up from the rest of you? I guess at like the 8 or 9 minute mark, Estor says, "Oh, wait a second, we're missing somebody now. Now where's Kyra? Where's Kiki, huh? Where's she at?"
I give a shrug. I honestly don't know, actually, at this point.
Call her for me. You've been the obedient one so far. Just tell her I'd like her to be in here.
I believe she already decided to stay outside.
Well, I can stop this little ritual from happening at any moment I like, so I'd say you call her in here.
As this is going on, Falbin pulls out his bag of rats and it's kind of squeaking and trying to get away.
Okay.
And I slit its throat and slowly bleed it out onto the deck. Clearly in Estor's vision.
Girl dinner. Just Falbin things. So Estor looks over and goes, "Nice, bloody nice."
There are few things that are as great as ending a life that is undeserving. Am I right?
Where did you come from? Oh, I like you.
I'm having a hard time keeping a straight face here.
Kill another one for me.
Oh yeah. Falbin's oh yeah. Throws the rat behind his back, gets another one out of the bag, it's squirming and does the same thing right across the throat, bleeds it out. Yep.
That's good.
This clearly takes another at least 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's another 10 seconds. He's enraptured. He's watching you just kill rat after rat in gleeful delight. It's like, oh, there hasn't been a live rat on this ship in 100 years. Oh man, tell me that bag is just full of rats.
Oh, looks like we got our 10 minutes, Magus.
I've got more. Do you want to end one?
You know what? I'd like to see. I haven't seen kill anything in a while. Is Kyra. Now, Magus, would you call Kyra in here now, please?
I will turn and say, Kyra, if it
call
you,
her Kiki. She'll know what it means.
I wouldn't impose upon your name.
Do it.
I'll go get her. And I turn to leave the room.
Okay. He moves to the doorway. He doesn't follow you all the way, but he moves to the doorway.
As he moves, Shade would take one step forward.
And Theo would take a step back. two steps back, I would say, but I can only take one.
What's Magus's plan here? Or you don't have to tell me your plan, just where are you going?
I would just be going directly outside, looking around. Do I see her immediately?
Yeah, she's kind of just in the walkway between the rowers.
Yeah, my plan would be to approach her.
Okay. She's looking away. She just kind of she just has her dress and she's kind of polishing the old Tria's floating bassinet. And you startle her as you approach. Magus, hey.
Is Estor nearby?
he's like within line of sight, but he's like, 10 feet, 15 feet away from you, I mean.
I will lean in and whisper to her. And I will say, like, he asked me to call you into the room. You are the goddess of swiftness. I would not presume to control you.
Um, she like looks over your shoulder and she can see him, and her eyes get wide, and she looks back at you.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "What will happen if I don't come in?"
I don't know.
She gulps.
I
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
No, go ahead.
I would also whisper, and I would say, like, the worst thing that I expect in that room is him.
That's pretty bad. And Estor says, "Now, Magus, I haven't heard a peep from you. Is she coming?"
I cannot control a goddess.
"Oh, but you can obey me, you see, and you've been a good little boy so far, but you haven't really done what I asked you to do, so I'll ask you one more time. Ask Kiki if she'll join us in the other room."
Ooh, at this point, the lead that is consumed in the ritual has rearranged itself into a very thinly hammered out golden sheet, and I'm writing on it.
What?
Yeah, you asked me to describe the ritual.
That's sick. I mean, that's awesome. Hell yeah. What are you inscribing on it?
It's a passport.
Oh, for the next life. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So great. Yeah. So the clock is counting down. You're within the last minutes of this ritual, and Astor looks at you and he says, "Call Kiki into the room, Magus."
Hearing him say that again, Jade will take one more step forward.
Okay. I think Estor is also going to take a step towards Magus, and he's not looking at you, Shade. He's starting to look upset. Estor is, and like Kyra perks up. She says, yeah. "Magus, it's fine." Estor she says, "Shut up! I want to hear him say it."
Goddess, would you join us in the other room?
He says, "That's not what I asked. I think it's time for Metron to, it's not time for him to go, is what I mean to say." He's coming back into the room, approaching Shade. What's Shade doing?
Just gonna wait for just a second to see if Magus says anything.
Like,
Are we glancing, seeing Falvin and Theo in position? I'm gonna at least let him take one step next to me.
Yeah, he would. He's
which side is his spear on?
It's on his right, so it would be closest to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he kind of cracks a devious smile as he walks towards Metron. He says, "Oh, it's not gonna be the easy way for you, my boy."
And as he goes to step past Shade is gonna grab his spear.
Let's
Oh,
roll initiative.
You would do that in front of all of us? You would grab his spear?
Yep.
Another man's
I
spear?
killed 2 of my rats for this!
Come on. You know what he was saving those for?
Let's roll initiative, everybody.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. I couldn't let it go.
Before we roll
like,
initiative, go ahead.
Oh no!
Go
That was a bridge too far for Magus. That wasn't.
Sure.
That was not going to happen.
Yeah. No, I didn't expect it. That's he was testing you. He's trying to push your buttons and establish control over you. And I think Kyra would have been very not happy if you had said that. Hey, when I say mean stuff, it's not me, guys. It's the bad guy.
Oh, I've heard this before.
He's a bad guy.
Thanks, Brennan Lee Mulligan.
He's Oh, do you want me to play Estor as this like super nice, super chill guy who just accidentally wiped out an entire empire of people?
We want to feel bad for having to kill him.
Oh no, you don't.
Oh, whoops! I accidentally committed genocide.
Oops.
Sorry, guys.
Random number genociderator.
How people like that are usually very convincing and very likable, and then later you're just like, oh my god, they did those things.
Sure, yeah. No, we have other characters for that. Estor is bad. Shade, incidentally, you are up first, which is amazing.
Wait.
Yeah, use your thing.
I am going to use my Ring of Stolen Alacrity. Which is, this bag boy if you want to read it all.
That's okay.
I'm going to use that, and if Shade is willing, I can switch initiative with him. I don't think. Actually, I don't want to do that. I don't want to.
No, you want to try to change with Estor.
I want to switch with Estor.
Ooh, okay.
Say, really? I'm trying to grab his spear.
Yeah, I thought that through. I'm sorry. I was still thinking about the rat, and it's confusing me.
I'm gonna assume. I'm just gonna ask. I'm assuming he was prepared for us to attack, so I don't get a surprise round trying to grab the spear.
No, because you weren't stealthed and he was expecting combat in this room anyway. Yeah, it's probably not gonna be a surprise.
All right, that's fair enough.
This is his domain
to try and steal the spear.
I mean, you do still go ahead of him, so.
I know.
So I'm using this Ring of Stolen Alacrity against Estor. He will need to succeed a DC 13 Charisma saving throw or swap his initiative with me.
Okay. Charisma saving throw. Looking for a 13. He rolls literally a 13. 9 plus 4.
All right.
So Shade, you reach out to grab the spear.
Yeah, I'm grabbing the spear.
Okay. Make
what would
a
that
strength
be?
contest, I think.
Strength contest. All right, so I'm just doing a strength check.
Doing a strength check. Or the athletics.
Athletics? Oh man, I would much rather do athletics.
Yeah. And he'll roll athletics against you. It's a 29. He's got.
If you want, I do have an inspiration left. If you want me to give it to you to add 5. If you have your own.
I do have my own, but that's a 29.
29.
But it's Estor. Do you not remember how high Pythor was able to roll when he hit me?
Hey, no.
Pythor's a true. He's a deity.
Remember how wimpy
Estor
Telemach was? It's gonna be just like that. Same exact thing. You guys are gonna kill.
I am not buying that for half a second.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Oh man, I really do want to succeed on this, but this is.
I'm waiting to roll.
I'll add 5 to it.
You're gonna add 5?
I will spend my inspiration to add 5.
You have been literally
34.
like snuffing creatine behind the wall while he's been out there. Okay, so he's gonna roll his ability check. He rolls a. Okay, it's a 19. You wrench the spear out of his hand, and he looks you eye to eye. He's like, he grows a little in height to kind of match your height, and he says, "Oh, this will be fun." What would you like to do next?
All right. So that was basically my action, right?
Yes. But you have action surge.
Action surge!
Action surge.
Yeah, I mean
Stab
that's
him with the
kind
gun.
of what I'm at with, and yeah, I mean, kind of the smoke him if you got him type of deal.
This is that moment. This is that.
Yeah, it really is. All right, let's see. I will action surge. And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to move my Echo right next to him.
I'm going to say that at the very least, his abilities that require a melee weapon, he will not be able to use until he gets a weapon back.
Right.
All he can do is banish us to the astral plane. Good.
As my Echo comes up next to me, I am handing it my actual glaive, and I'm attacking him with his spear.
Sick.
I have no idea what that does. I'm just gonna roll my glaive.
I'm gonna say.
Unless you tell me to roll something else.
So I'm gonna say that this is a really cool idea. I'm gonna give you roll to hit. If you do hit, I'm gonna give you an automatic critical.
Okay.
On this first attack only.
I want to be doing this with not my Echo. I want to be doing it with.
And if you roll an actual crit, then I'll think about what we do next.
that would be glorious. All right.
Just exploding. Yeah, all right. It's a 14.
Right.
Go ahead.
I am going to. I'm gonna use my last inspiration.
Could you read my voice?
Yeah, 14 wouldn't hit me.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that was a 5 on the dice.
That's true. He is wearing armor. Like he's wearing like plate armor.
Yeah, I'm going to re-roll that. Please hit. No.
16 is a miss. He raises an arm up.
Go ahead. But I can give you an inspiration.
You have more? How?
I had 3 to start off with. I used 2 on learning the tiny hut, and just now Davey opted to use his first inspiration instead of the one I was offering. So
Okay.
I'm offering that one again.
Fair. Yeah. If you want to re-roll again.
All right, I'll take it. It would be really nice to hit him.
Yeah, this is way more important than anything I could do.
19.
19.
19 does hit. So
It hits.
it hits. So you're
I
gonna.
was like, either that's gonna meet,
No.
or it's gonna be one short.
It hits. It hits. So you're gonna get a critical hit with that. And it uses the same stats as a glaive does, so it'll be the same damage die.
Yeah, but my glaive has the vicious critical, so.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. You'll just get a regular D10, right? Is it D10?
Yeah, it's a D10.
So you'll get 10 plus your whatever's.
Yeah, this is gonna roll the 2 extra d6. I'm just gonna subtract 9 from whatever that is. So that's 19.
19 damage. Okay, cool. Let's see.
Yep, 19 slashing.
19
And,
slashing. Cool.
going
Yeah.
Use my Unleash Incarnation to have my Echo attack again, because that was my first attack.
Yeah.
So my Echo is attacking. This is with the normal glaive. That's a
Miss.
14.
Oh no!
Rolling like shit today.
I know, all of us. And then this is my second attack.
That's a hit.
Hit. Cool. And this is also with the... I assume this one is not a critical. This is just a normal.
It is just normal. So 12 more slashing damage. Okay. Anything else?
His
I
token
think-
still says uninjured.
Don't worry about that.
It's fine. It's fine, guys.
I think that's yeah, I guess with my bonus action, I will take my stance.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Alrighty. Let's see.
Actually, I would probably my Echo would have taken one step back because he's still in range.
Okay. He's gonna say, I could see the anger behind your eyes. Let's do this. And he kind of like somatically moves his hands together, and a light begins to form between his palms. It begins to form into like a burning orb.
Counterspell.
You're counterspelling?
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see. Is this a spell? 5e. It is not a
Disintegrate.
spell.
I tried, guys.
Okay, so a hellfire orb is unleashed and explodes at the middle of the room. So that's gonna be I guess I can just cast it and it will do it for me. Yeah, let's move that a little bit.
That's. Are you sure that's the right template?
Pretty sure.
That's a big one.
So, if everybody in this room would please make a dexterity saving throw, you are looking for an 18. $19, nice. 14. Does your flash of genius let you add to saving throws, Theo?
Yes, that is what I have to get on board.
Does the echo is it like, does it take no damage if it succeeds on a saving throw, or is it because this is one of those where it does half damage?
So. Yeah, then I think it would still take damage. I don't think it has that.
Okay.
I will double check.
So Falvin,
It's just
Theo, and Theagenes are going to fail this. So
Well, hold on, I'm seeing if this flash
Okay.
of genius thing
Alright.
pans out.
okay.
I don't want to have this.
Yeah, you
I mean,
don't.
just the name of it, Hellfire Orb.
It's pretty
I
cool.
rolled a. What did I roll? A 13?
Let's see.
Yeah, your die was 13.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's +3, which is 16, and I'm going to add Protection of the Talisman.
Ooh.
I have 2 of those left.
That's a
so I get to
D4.
roll a D4.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably a good idea.
We're gonna try that. Please, please, please.
Ooh. That makes it 17, unfortunately. Theo, how we doing over there?
Trying to figure out the best place to.
Are you
figure out what
flashing
this
your
does.
genius or not?
I am flashing my genius.
You add your
I was
intelligence.
just trying to make sure that it was working.
You add your intelligence
Does that work
modifier
for
to it,
me?
which your intelligence
Okay.
modifier is +3. So you would succeed on the save if you did that.
Yeah. I'm flashing my genius.
Please have
And
Rue
everyone can
roll
see
that
it.
as well.
Oh no.
Oh no. It was a dex save?
Dex. I guess I should have Metron roll too.
I'm gonna +5 that with one of my inspirations.
Okay. Metron fails. Okay, the echo goes away. Everybody who succeeded is going to take 21 fire damage. And everybody who failed will take 43 fire damage.
So, is this an area of effect spell where evasion would assist me or not?
Evasion will assist, yeah, for sure. It's not a spell, but you could use evasion because it's a dexterity saving throw effect.
Okay.
Did you look at Rue's health?
Ooh, look at that. It's 0.
Exactly 21.
Oh, really? Oh my god. Rue clatters to the ground. That's all he's gonna do. Well, hold on. Nah, that's
Esther
it.
decides to action, sir.
That's it. Falvin. Falvin, so
He
you
casts another orb, and the party ends.
Falvin, you tuck and roll under one of these hammocks, and as this blast just like concusses you and like singes your hair, but you're better off than others. What do you do?
Yeah. I mean, what does one do but unleash the dagger?
Throw it.
Oh, I will.
He'll have +2. Yeah, you hit. Even a 20 hits. You will get sneak attack
from
yep.
ally.
Mm-hmm.
That will be 27.
27. Okay.
And
So
yeah.
don't worry about the estimate. I will give you an estimate. I'm actually using a different character sheet than what is attached to the token. So hovering over it is not going to show his estimated health.
Okay. That's concerning. Okay.
I just mean you're doing more damage than you think you're doing.
I appreciate the knowledge.
I didn't know.
Otherwise, we were screwed.
Right, yeah.
I was about to go to the upper deck.
I didn't know a better way of doing like a multi-phase like monster, where they can have like a normal stat and then an enraged stat, So anyway, so you throw the dagger once, you hit, doing 27
bonus
damage.
action, he's getting it again.
Okay.
If it, this and -5 on this throw, so 23.
Yeah, yeah.
And 10 damage.
Very nice. Very nice.
I'm going to take a turn, and I'm gonna go say hi to Kyra.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Cool. Megas.
First, I will turn to Kyra and I will say, "Take the bassinet and get out of here."
Yeah. No question asked. She starts to. She goes.
Yeah, and we also we need the Ultria tree out of blast radius of whatever he just did.
Right.
I will move up. And yeah, like we're just gonna go. We're gonna go with the basics. So he just did fire. Like I'm gonna do fire. So I'm gonna cast Fireball.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. Yeah, we can do it like right around here, I think. And
you're
it's gonna like
shaping
miss
it?
everybody but him.
Oh, I forgot to have
And-
Metron take the damage. Sorry, that was 43. Metron is barely hanging on to this life. Yeah.
And I will. And as I cast it, like I will say to him, "Forsaken of dragons, your name shall be dust."
Okay.
So he has to do a dexterity save.
Okay. It's a 15. It's a fail.
Yeah, it's a fail. So let's see. I think I have one more sorcery point left. So let's see. It's like 1, 2, 2. Yeah. So I'm going to re-roll the 1, the 2, and the 2. So that's -5 and plus. That's 24. But okay, so that's 31 points of damage.
31.
Fire damage.
Okay. You can see some of this like spectral flesh begin to like literally melt off, exposing some bone underneath. It's got a very like Terminator vibe going on. You can see part of his skull showing through. And he just says like, "I'm in dust for 100 years, boy."
And I'm gonna move back a bit.
Cool. Theagenes, on your turn, Metron he's alive still. I guess alive as a dead person can be. You've been doing this ritual to like peacefully send him on to the next life, and he's about to beef it from Estor. I'm gonna say that if you spend your action, bonus action, like everything you can do on this turn, you can finish your ritual, but you can't move and you can't take any other action other than doing that.
Okay.
It's up to you. Like you could just let Estor kill Metron, which is totally fine.
No, I don't want that for him. Okay. In that case, I concentrate on my ritual casting, and a chalice appears in my hand that is full of wine, which I then pour on the ground, and as I pour it out, Metron, like, I don't know, empties like a cup and
Yeah.
Vanishes.
Yeah. His face as it kind of empties like this liquid forms a smile. Man, nice ritual, dude. Very nice. And Metron fades away to the next life. And Estor says, "Oh, that was not very fun. Pretty, but not very fun." Theo.
I have several things I want to do. Gonna talk it through with you because I'm not sure if I can do some of it. I want to take out the chest. I want to open it. I want to sick those bad boys on him. I want to
Oh,
grab Brew and I want to Misty Step out of there.
so I will tell you, the other spirits in there have not been convinced the way the one specter was. You guys talked that one down. The others are wild and are probably going to attack everything in their way. They'll probably prioritize Estor, but if they can't get to him, They will attack whoever
If I
gets
were
in the
to
way.
Throw the chest at him in that area.
Maybe I do want you to know there are 14 gems still left in there.
I'm hoping they eat him.
There's 14.
Oh, that's gonna be great.
Just letting you know, it potentially is going to do a lot of damage to your party.
14.
You're in a very cramped space right here.
Wanna get to him,
But the
though.
thing is,
Like,
there's only so many spaces around Estor, right? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 spaces that they can directly.
If I were to Misty Step to him and then drop the chest like on top of his head. what am I?
I mean,
So basically, no matter
could you
what.
open it and take some out and just throw like 3 of them at a time?
But
You-
they
you
were,
could-
like jumping out before.
So I'll say you can do that, but on your next turn, you'll need to make an action to reclose and relatch the box. Otherwise, more will jump out. So yeah, if you want to reach in, grab a couple out, knowing that on your next turn you'll have to try to resecure the box, you could do that.
This is too much right now. What do I need to do to get Rue back in the league?
You would need to make a medicine check. Although I do like the idea of just casting mending on him, like is enough to like stabilize him. Right?
I mean, that is how it's supposed to work. Like,
is it?
Mending is supposed to be like a heal for mechanical stim fey.
Okay, well.
But I don't know if it's like, if that is this something that you do when they're unconscious.
I mean, if he's a mechanical being.
Physically
so...
repairs a magical item or construct, but the spell can't restore magic to such an object.
I'm gonna say he's more like a sentient being now than I don't know.
But a construct, I mean, would he still fall under a construct though?
He is a construct, yeah, but like you can heal him.
I know at least how Warforged are described. They're described as living constructs.
Yeah,
so
I'd
they
say
don't follow quite the same rules.
I'd say
It's
he
just
is more
very
similar to a Warforged now than your typical stim fey. So like if you have like a healing spell that could get him back in the fight, that's fine.
So like, I haven't looked at it in 5, but I know at least in 3.5, Warforged had the kind of special characteristic where they don't basically they don't keep dying at 0. They're just unconscious and inert.
But just like a normal creature like you guys.
Right.
Like Rue is rolling death saves right now, basically. Like if he might not used to, but he is now.
Okay.
Would a healing potion work?
Yeah, totally.
I think I want to do the cure wounds.
Cure wounds. Okay. Yeah,
That
like
would work?
yeah, totally. Yeah, like with as squishy as he is, like I like having him be able to accept more of these healing methods.
Let's just get one shot just about every time now.
Right. You guys are in a very cramped area, so.
Okay, so then I still have my. Was that an action then?
That's an action. You can use a bonus action not to cast another spell because you already used your action to cast a spell.
So I couldn't do Misty Step?
And actually, no, I don't think you can. If you'd want to retract that, instead use a healing potion, that's fine.
Rawr.
You have healing potions?
I have one.
Shouldn't been a jerk to the alchemist and Mitros.
You know what?
maybe.
That guy had it coming, and if I die, it'll all be worth it.
So here's your two main options is you can cure wounds Rue and save that healing potion, but you won't be able to Misty Step, or use a healing potion and then you can Misty Step out.
Okay, I have a third option. I have healing shot, which we haven't used yet.
Okay.
Would that work on him, or would it be like a manual?
Yeah, I
We
mean,
gotta repair it. kind
do
of a
you have
situation?
healing bullets or grenades or whatever?
It's the healing shot grenade launcher mechanism that is. I've got 5 of those.
You have 5 of those. Okay. Yeah. It's just a
I made
normal.
a lot of them.
It's just so you just like level your grenade launcher down at Rue on the ground and just shoot it.
And this will also get Theagenes and me, so it'll get 3 of us.
Oh my god, okay. Sick, yeah.
That's actually a really good move.
That's a really good move. Is this the first use
Or I
of the
guess-
grenade launcher, like after having had it for like 6 months?
Yes, because every time I've wanted to do a healing on someone, they've been somewhere where if I did it, it would also get the person that was on the other team.
Right.
So I couldn't heal.
So maybe you won't
But I
get
don't think.
Diogenes.
Yeah, I won't get him.
How about
with that
this?
template.
Rue is light, use your item interaction to move him into the middle of the room, and then you could get them.
You're holding Rue in one hand, you just like grenade launch the ground right in front of you.
Yeah. Just like poof all around
Yes.
you. Okay,
so-
we figured it out.
This is how much you get healed for.
So he gets 4.
Yeah, not much for everyone, but it's something.
Theagenes
I don't
gets
think he
4.
takes 4 damage.
Well, I had him at 8, and we replaced the
Yeah.
8 with 4. So Shade and Theagenes both get 4. Okay. And if that
Oh, I
was
get
Then I can Misty Step.
yeah, did you hold on, would the template work? Yeah.
Well, Theo would have to. Oh, okay. He can get both of us,
Theo,
but now he wouldn't get himself.
whatever.
Does
Theo,
it go
yeah, he can.
one-
Yeah, he can do it. It's fine. There's enough to make it
Cool.
work.
Cool.
I'll and you
take 4
do
hit
still
points, I'm
have a
not gonna-
bonus action if you do want to Misty Step out.
Misty Step. Hard.
Cool.
Where are you guys all running away?
All right. Back up to the top to Shade.
Does Rue get to go?
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Or does
Rue-
it turn get skipped because of
Rue
the-
can go. Rue can go. He's
well, he's healed, so now he'd have his action on that turn, right?
Yeah.
Sweet. Rue is gonna say bye.
There's a
Gotta go
wall.
through the
Bye.
Gotta go through the door.
There's
Door stop.
door stuck. Please.
Place
And then
hell.
over here, he's gonna pinion storm
Okay.
from the
There's,
safety of
I'm sorry.
distance.
I'm so sorry. There is a wall there.
God damn
Yeah, like,
it!
he's got like
Before he
60 feet of
leaves.
movement. He could be
Before
like
he
over
leaves.
here by Magus.
Okay, if he moves here, there's a
Can he
slight
shoot
gap
and
in the
then-
wall. You can shoot through there.
Okay.
Or I guess here. I guess here would
Shoots.
work too. Whatever. I'm being nitpicky.
Somehow he shoots.
Somehow he shoots. Look at that. 5 damage.
Rue, pull
Is-
it through.
Is Pinion Storm magical?
I
I don't think it is.
it just says
Um,
weapon,
Actually, no. This guy takes damage from non-magical
ranged
stuff.
weapon attack.
That's fine. 5 damage. Whew. Okay.
Thanks for
Shade.
hanging in there, guys.
Yeah, you're good. That actually worked out pretty well.
First thing, bonus action. Echo comes up. As my glaive is clattering to the floor, Echo pops into existence, picks it back up.
Sick.
Immediately following that, swinging at Estor. Oh no, I want.
I love seeing all these target indicators on top of Estor's head. That's a 22. That's a hit.
Cool. Damage.
Ooh, there's that max damage.
Yeah.
16.
That's what we like.
Yeah, you cleave a pretty big like chunk of his skull. And there is just like literally spiders crawl out of it. Like it's just it's horrifying. But still a nasty, nasty chunk. I'll say he's bloodied now. Or like
Oh, okay.
you know, whatever.
Plasmed,
Yeah,
ectoplasmed.
corpseified.
Still swinging.
14's a miss.
All right. Well, then I'll use the Unleashed Incarnation, and I'm attacking again. Should
20.
hit.
Yeah, it does.
Damage again.
Damn.
12.
12. Big doinks. Okay. Anything else?
Nope. That's it.
Okay. All right. He looks at you. Wow, and now I'm misremembering or not remembering our Discord chat about how much he might recognize you, if at all.
Well, said basically he had as a chance, but it could be fairly unlikely.
Okay.
Because he was on the old.
Not at this moment. He's gonna look at you and he says, "You're becoming a bit of a problem. I'm gonna need you to stop doing that." And he's gonna cast a spell.
Megas, he's casting a spell, Megas.
Casting a spell in 3, 2, 1.
Vegas isn't here right now.
Megas,
What's
are you?
going on? Hey, okay. I have been yelling into my microphone. Like the moment you said he's casting a spell, I said no, he's not. But apparently my microphone cut out.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I was about to auction rules you there. So you're counterspelling?
Yeah, I'm counterspelling. I am within 60 feet and I have line of sight. Let's do this.
Okay. He does not cast the spell that he was going to cast. Let's see. What do I want to do?
And he still had to spend the action to do it. So.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm looking for what else he could do, if anything.
Yes.
Cool. He's going to attempt to walk towards Megas. So, Shade, if you want to go ahead and do that opportunity attack.
Yes.
Diogenes will also get an opportunity attack.
Wait. Does Shade get? I mean, just to lawyer this a little, does he get 2 opportunity attacks because of the Shade and
No.
the real Shade?
No. I'm considered it's one area, threatened area. They're not considered 2 separate overlapping areas. It's just one threatened area. I know.
Venn
I looked at that. I considered that, but that would have made it super OP. Yeah, and I miss.
Okay. Diogenes, if you'd like to make a melee attack against Astor as he tries to leave your threatened square.
Yep.
You don't happen to have Sentinel, do you?
I don't have that thing. Let's see here. Actions.
You have a spear or an unarmed strike.
So, attack. Normal.
13 is a miss. Megas, he's going to close with you.
Okay.
And that's his turn. Falvin.
So close to me.
You worked so hard to get away.
I did. So what
I recommend everyone run away.
Megas, can you
Tried
ping where
that.
you're at?
Can I what?
Ping where you're
Oh,
at?
he's right here.
Okay.
Here, let the lighthouse take a
It's all
look at
darkness for me.
it. Here, I'll
Wait,
get the
oh,
lighthouse over
sorry,
there.
Get
Falvin.
around. There you go.
Falvin has dark
There,
vision.
see?
Let me fix it. There you go.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see again. So I am going to give him the dagger.
The plume.
21 hits.
And then this, and then ally,
Sneak attack.
sneak attack.
You guys are good at this.
So that'll be 28 damage.
Okay.
And then he's gonna get the bonus attack. -5. So
That's a miss.
16.
Yeah, like that Megas, you see the dagger like just carve like a path through most of his throat, and just like it's just dust inside, and then it rips back, and he seems unfazed. He looks like he's barely hanging in there, but he's confident, and he's just striding towards you.
Okay. It's barely
That's
hanging
promising.
there. Confident stride. But
I'm gonna. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, you go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and which way do I need to go? I'm gonna go back into the room.
Okay. Cool. Damage where damage is needed, and then you're gone. Megas.
Okay. So he's heavily damaged, but still looks confident. From the vantage point that I had, did I see like his reaction when he was hit when Shade hit him with his trident?
It did a lot of damage. But he doesn't seem afraid. If you'd like to roll like an insight or investigation check or something, it will take your take your action if you want to.
Never mind then.
Okay.
Oh boy. I'm going to use my action to disengage.
Okay.
And let's see, under timer. There was another set of stairs over here, right?
Yeah, at the very far end. I don't think you'll get all the way there.
It's another. Yeah, I think everybody's going. Well, like, but he can just phase through the floor probably. So, just going up deck wouldn't necessarily help. So yeah, I'm gonna move 30 feet this way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. I was not stopped by Sentinel or any such chicanery.
Nope.
Okay. One moment. Oh, dang, I don't have that prepared. Curses. Okay, if I don't have that prepared... then actually I wouldn't have gone that direction. I do think it'd be best to, like, try to get upstairs.
Okay, so
Oh, wait, no, like, I can't dash as an action. Never mind. Ah!
Nope.
So 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I can't make it. Ooh, boy. I mean, I still think it's good for me to be a distance. So, Okay. You know what? I would like to retcon my entire turn. He's going to be able to make. He's likely going to be able to make it to me. No matter. Well. Nope. We are still going with this. I am still doing this, and I'm still moving 30 feet away. We'll make this simple, and yeah.
Okay. All right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that's what I got.
Easy peasy. Diogenes.
So point of order. I was healed a little bit earlier. Yes.
4 whole points, you lucky dog.
That's what I thought. Okay, so I will myself up to a healthy 20.
Look at that.
And let's see. I'm okay. So I think we decided, Daniel, that I can. I don't have to. I don't have to wait for somebody to hit the gong to hex them, right? I can just hex people.
Yeah, you can just hex people. Yeah.
Okay, so I will. I'm gonna hex this dude.
Okay.
That's gonna do a lot.
Well, I mean, it gives him disadvantage on certain checks.
Well, only I have to choose an ability. I can't choose a saving thing or, if I understand right, I can't choose a saving throw because that would be awesome.
Isn't it an ability? Like if you do it to that
It's an
ability,
ability.
it's anything tied to that ability.
Well, it's not an ability score. It's hold on, I'll read
The
it.
target has disadvantage on ability checks made with the chosen ability.
Okay.
Oh,
So if he tried to like grapple somebody, you could give him disadvantage on strength checks. Or if he, wanted to, do a song and dance number, you could give him disadvantage on performance checks.
I think I'm gonna make him bad at animal handling.
Yeah. Animals love this guy, surprisingly.
Good call. That Lotus
for
is really
dragons.
kicking in.
Okay, I think I could just do that at will, right? He doesn't have to save, or I don't target.
No,
him.
you
I
just hex him. Yep. What are
I,
you
hex-
hexing?
and I will hex his
Dexterity.
What?
I don't know. It's like just dexterity.
No, I can't. Those are.
Yeah, that's
I thought-
saving throws. I know.
I thought the abilities were those skills.
So dexterity includes ability checks such as acrobatics, stealth, sleight of hand. Strength
So I'm
includes.
actually using one of his attributes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're just like, hey, all your strength stuff, all the checks you make with strength, disadvantage, or like all your constitution checks, disadvantage.
But not saves.
Not saves.
Sadly.
And not saves.
Okay.
I mean,
It's still.
strength.
Okay.
I feel like
Yeah,
strength
that's
is.
so cool. I'm gonna hex his strength then,
Okay, so he'll have
And-
disadvantage on strength checks.
and then I if I'm correct, I am completely tapped out for actual spells. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try tolling the dead. I'm gonna ring the bell at him.
Cool. Toll the dead. That's a what kind of save?
That is a wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
It's not actually a save. It's a strength ability check.
That's a
Strength of his eardrums.
it's a 27.
So fail then.
I guess that's just a straight up fail.
Does it? It doesn't do half damage because I guess it's a cantrip.
Correct. Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Guys.
Cool, glad you're here.
Hey, he helped bring little Metron
You did.
to
I'm just playing.
Theo. You've been talking shit.
Yep. That's what I do. That's what I do.
Time to do something.
Now I'm gonna run.
Shoot first. Shoot first.
Yeah,
Do
I can get in position and then shoot. Okay, I don't want to be anywhere near him. For all I know, he's got an explodey reaction to whenever I shoot him, but no one else.
Yeah, he's got that triggered just that way.
His reaction just for me.
12 is a miss. Oh, it sounds so good though.
Luck it.
Luck it?
Bring
Luck
it out,
it?
Luck it out. Luck it. Can you +5 with
No,
luck,
you
or is
can't.
that a
You cannot.
reroll?
Nope.
+5 would still be a miss, I believe.
Yeah, that's
A
true.
reroll it. Luck it.
That's 15 still a miss.
Pluck it. Okay.
Shoot him again.
I am going to flash him.
Okay. Oh, with the lantern? Is this the first time we're using the freaking lantern?
I know. I know. You thought it was just a pretty light.
Matt, Theo has had this lantern since like session 4, maybe.
I know.
Like,
You have been wanting me to use this for so long, I'm sure. I've been holding off until I have found the one person that already glows to make him glow more.
wow. Okay, so he's gonna make a dexterity saving throw. Let's see, that'll be a 13, which
Oops.
it's a success.
Pop it down.
Cool.
All right.
The
Rue? I think he's gonna step back, storm, and keep stepping.
Okay. Is he gonna pinion storm him? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
he's
a
gonna
nat
pin
20
him.
from Rue.
God, he's pulling out the move.
Woo! And
Usually
that's in the
doesn't
full
get
damage.
Whoa!
Yeah!
12.
Go, Rue!
Was that 6 plus 6 on the crit? Very nice.
He's gonna go, caw, motherfucker!
Shade.
All right. Well, Shade and Echo are going to bust it. Oh, I gotta go there. And then I'll go. Yeah, I'll close with them. There.
Please save me.
He is like
Echo gets
nearly
there.
full like end of the Terminator movie, like almost completely endoskeleton by now.
Yeah, and I'm trying to finish him off
Okay.
as best I can. All right, and then I'm attack.
Still with the trident?
Yeah, with the trident.
Okay.
Oh no.
How are we doing this poorly?
Yeah.
Love a good fart.
It's like I go to wind up and it's literally what happens. It's kind of like a butt cheek clench. Just oh, let's try that one again.
In the darkness, your spear passes through his ribs harmlessly.
All right. Let's try this
There
again.
it is, 27.
Yeah.
All right. Oh,
11 damage. What happens? What happens?
Am I finishing him off?
Yeah.
Am I finishing him off?
Yeah.
All right. So with that one, the fart kind of gets him to just be like, really? And then Shade turns around and kind of like uppercuts it, stabs straight into his rib cage and up through his head with the trident.
Nice. And the trident like impales the skull up against the roof of the crew deck, and you pull it out, and there's just like flesh and hair all over the ground, and his skeleton is kind of scattered, and through the ship you hear like the scurrying, not really scurrying, but it sounds like just like rattling like throughout the ship, and from Falbin, from the stairwell right here. Oh shit, I teleported myself. Actually no, from this one, like bones, like large bones are like rolling up the stairs and then like fanning out through the open doorways, and like Magus, you see from like past Kyra, like she like moves out of the way as like these large bones are just like bouncing and rolling across the deck and begin to coalesce into a larger skeletal form of the phase 2 of Estor Arcalander, which we will get to next time on Dungeons and Dragons.
I still have my Unleash incarnation.
You do?
Yeah.
You
So I can make one more
do.
attack.
Oh, well, cool. You guys did it. You solved my my Estor puzzle.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that's an accurate statement.
Yeah, sure. Sure it is. Yeah. Magus, hence the confidence at the low health.
Yes.
Yeah. That was cool though. That was really cool. You guys weren't done fighting Estor. Come on. Not done.
Sad how easy it is and how big of a baddie he's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Can't make it too easy. And plus you're not even sure if this will like kill him.
We're hoping.
Yeah.
Phase 3.
Yeah.
Like, on two counts, it's like one of destroying his body to sever his connection to the Ultros, and 2, technicality of killing him with his own blade to circumvent his oath.
Mm-hmm. You haven't really asked him about either of those things, though.
I wouldn't trust
Tell
him.
the truth.
Yeah. I guess we'll just see what happens.
What are we gonna do? Hey, Estor, what would we need to do to kill you? Just theoretical,
Yeah,
really.
if someone were to pull a lever, which one would it be?
Whew. Yeah. All these crewmen just rowing away, just you know,
We have 3 days to get to that.
deliberately at work. Yeah. Yeah. Let's say we're about at like, what, 1:30 in the morning on the ship. Cool. Yeah. You guys are a little beat up.
Theogenes is a lot beat up.
Yeah.
Yep.
If it helps, he only had one of those like big fireball things.
Good to know.
Yeah, but he's dead now. So it's just the
Handily
next
outside
guy.
the room.
Yeah. Falvin, remind me what the hell the rats were doing?
He was saving them.
Dying for the sake of the party.
I did really like the killing rats as a distraction thing. That was that was cool. Yeah, that whole like that was a cool like tense like almost like a Mexican standoff kind of thing. Like you know, like barely doing the job he asked you to do while he looks over your shoulder very uncomfortably.
I mean, we were doing the job he was asking us. He asked us to kill him. We were killing him, just not in the way he probably wanted.
True. Yeah, because I think the main objection is that like you have one guy who's like clearly the new guy who's like doing all of it, and that doesn't really prove anything about the rest of your characters. You know, you're just standing there, not helping kill him. You know.
Diogenes has been here all the time from Estor's perspective. So.
Well, so he did say that he had heard of you, so there's like certain, you know, potential truth to him. Like, you know,
We do have fame points.
You have fame, yeah. You guys, people know you.
Can you imagine what the street vendors are doing with the statues now? They're probably having like a field day. There's a whole nother model that they can make limited edition, like
Extended edition.
Yep, you guys are. You guys are
We're
big.
gonna have to have a statue signing marathon.
So what we need to do is get them to commission an entire 20 squares set for.
Ooh.
You know.
With like full
I
size.
mean, it'll get there. Like, at this point, we have Marvel Monopoly. Like, there is absolutely going to be squares of us.
The GDP of Mitros is probably laughably small in comparison, but yeah. Any other like highlights or shout outs or anything?
I liked the rats.
Yeah.
The rats were pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of creepy.
I also like Theo's healing grenade. Just like, well, if I can't do that, well, I can't do it. Well, I'm just gonna shoot the ground. Just fire a grenade.
As one does.
I liked well, narratively I liked Megus's like refusal to do the nasty thing that Estor wanted you to do. Thought you were gonna do it a little bit. I thought you were gonna do it.
Nope. Like, Magus would like swallow his bile and like pretend fealty last time, but like he has awareness enough to know that like being called that was traumatizing for Kyra. He is not going to do that.
Yeah.
I think I mentioned to you like that when we were discussing it that like it like the full implications hadn't necessarily sunk in for him yet, but like in the moment he did log that as a list of names to never call Kyra ever.
That's cool. Yeah. So. Probably a good idea. Yeah. Oh man, like the Shade freaking like adventuring perusing through the sub basement.
I am going to enjoy watching the video and seeing your reaction.
I mean, yeah, I was like, oh, that's next week. Like I'm not gonna worry about that. So thank you for being patient with me. The egg I knew was gonna be somewhere, but I just wasn't quite sure. To peel back the curtain a little bit, I realized once you guys were in this room that, oh shit, you're gonna go downstairs. How can I stop you from going downstairs? Here,
you can't.
a thick layer of ice, and then you go down there anyway. And then I was like, oh, okay, no, we'll make the ice into like a layer effect, and then we'll have it like be the where this egg is at the nexus of this ice cave, and all these remnants of
oh man,
Estor's conquest. So it's fun to improv that stuff sometimes. Really thought you guys were gonna fight Estor on the deck, so this is definitely
yeah,
this is definitely different.
We probably thought we were gonna fight Estor on the deck too.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be able to delay him a bit and maybe buy us a bit more time. But...
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had been kind of like portraying Magus as like the guy, like the trusted, like out of all these new people, the one person who he might actually start to show some trust in, and so he's going to lean into that. Yeah. Well.
Nope.
Yeah.
I just love to.
So did you actually roll or something to see if Estor recognized Shade or not?
No, I figured I'd do that like outside of combat.
Okay.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I was wondering because based on our conversation, it's like he might not.
Yeah.
It could go either way.
Yeah, I think it's like it's such yeah. There was other stuff.
There was enough other things that it wasn't like it would stand out too much.
Yeah. Okay, so next time fighting more Estor.
His final form.
And then
As you
The last
slay
one.
the giant skeletal creature, the music shifts into a more dichotic symphony of cacophonous noise.
and the monster truck Gravedigger rolls down the stairs. God, that'd be cool. Do you guys want to fight a monster truck next time?
That's only if we fight him on the deck.
I'm gonna see if there's any homebrew monster truck monsters. Yeah, on the deck, of course. Not down here.
If we land on the island of monster trucks,
What's that? Wasn't there a movie with like monsters that live inside trucks called Monster
I think
Trucks?
it's literally called Monster Trucks.
Yeah. So
I've seen
stupid.
the previews for it all the time on Amazon. It
So
looks terrible.
stupid. Really did not expect a kind of like happy ending for one of these things. So like that's kind of cool. Like I know that it like required the Aegines to like sacrifice some like combat actions, but I think it was cool. Like it was a cool, I think, character moment showing where the priority lies for him. So I mean,
For sure.
I thought that was cool, especially in the face of like this like monster person right in the room. Yeah.
The store in the room.
People finding the piece of death. So
Yeah, exactly. And like all the ritual descriptions and stuff, like so cool. Yeah. I'm like,
thank you. I did some on the fly research.
I could tell. Like, okay, so hold on. When I say I could tell, I just mean in tone of your voice, it sounded like you were improvising it, not in the details, if that makes sense. Which is what I'm sure I sound like a lot, where it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense, but I'm obviously pulling it out of my ass, like at that moment. So that's just D&D, baby. The real boss is gonna be the drummer next time for sure.
Quite possibly. But fortunately, we have like a few days to prepare for that. I can actually get some good spells.
That depends. I mean, how close to Mitros do you want to get before trying to stop the ship? You know, like.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we can.
Just outside the harbor.
Cool. You're just adrift right outside the harbor. Because that is one thing to consider. Like, you guys really haven't discovered a way to commandeer the ship yet. Like, stop it, maybe. But, like, actually move it where you want. And any thoughts?
Yeah.
I thought our discussions were about to redirect it, at least on this journey.
Right. Yeah.
And now that we killed the navigator, that might be harder to do.
Yeah.
Just take our best guess, the helmsman. Just be like, hey, go that way.
There you go.
Just take a left.
Yeah. Whew.
Well, Rue would be able to do some scouting and be like, "Go this way."
Yeah, I mean, I have
That's true.
I have no problem with Rue like flying ahead, but I mean, if it's at sea, I mean, there's like you can climb the mast and see super far. Which
Maybe we could talk Baby Groot into talking Mama Groot into taking us to where they need to reunite with her sister,
Auntie Groot.
Auntie
Yeah.
Groot.
Yeah, I think Estor will need to be dealt with before that happens. I think.
Oh yes, we'll take care
Well,
of
I think
it.
Estor will need to be dealt with before anything else.
Yes.
True.
No, just start next session and be like, hey, Estor, timeout. I said timeout. So timeout.
Oh, okay.
Each side gets one, all right? We're going to go do some ritual stuff with the mast, and then we'll be back.
That's not suspicious to me at all.
Cool. I knew you'd understand. Great job. Great. Glad we had this talk. Yeah.
Oh man.
For your amusement, Falbin will now kill some more rats.
Love it. I don't think that's gonna work again. I think
No, I don't think so.
he may laugh, but he's not gonna be distracted. So okay. Well, I think that's I can go ahead and probably stop recording, but thank you for joining